20 to the 22-yard line.
G. James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Dancing to his left. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
First down carry for Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Made the tackle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Deep.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Niners. is. 45 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trent Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tennessee.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Mostert. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Down at the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Ryan Tannehill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Here's James. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is born.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Trent Taylor. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 16-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
21.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Game situation. Let's go.
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown, and they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gold with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
It's a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point